Hey everyone, I hope everybody's doing good on this fine Sunday. Well, the world lost a legend the other day. Yes, that would be Mr. Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. Although I kind of favored his martial arts movies. But I got some Texas Rangers commemoratives out here, and I really didn't know. I mean, I knew of the Texas Rangers back in the day. But it wasn't until, what was it, the early 90s when Walker, Texas Ranger came out, which was a great series. Um, yeah, I didn't realize, I just thought they were like a county sheriff or a statewide sheriff out in Texas. Didn't really know how badass they were. Let me show you guys these, our little friends up there. They're always checking it out. But yeah, I didn't know how badass they were, and after watching a few seasons of Walker, Texas Ranger with Mr. Chuck Norris, I decided to do some research and really found out, you know, what kind of law enforcement they were. So, but anyway, they've even changed quite a bit from what we saw in the 90s. They're almost paramilitary now, pretty much all special ops. So, but anyway, here's the collection. Um, this is kind of a tribute to Chuck, since he got me in on the Texas Ranger thing. So it goes back, we'll start it back with this knife here. Back in 1972, the Texas Rangers Commission contacted Smith and Wesson for a commemorative pistol, a Model 19.3 357 revolver. So I'll show you a picture of it right here. All right, guys, so you've seen the picture of the revolver and the Bowie knife. Now, the Texas Commission just wanted to do the revolver 150-year commemorative, because the Texas Rangers were assembled in 1823, and 1973 would have been their 150th anniversary. But someone decided to do a Bowie knife along with it, and they contacted Blackie Collins to come and design the knife. And this is the design here. However, this is a 1975. The 1973s were the actual anniversary knife. What happened was the knife was such a success that, you know, people liked the knife. They liked the revolver, but they really liked the knife from the first series in 1973, the anniversary series. So they gave Blackie the green light to go ahead with what was called a survival series. And that was like 5 or 6 different patterns of fixed blades. This is the 6010 Bowie knife. And they started making those, well, right after the commemoratives were finished. They ramped right into doing the survival series, which started in 75. So this really truly isn't an anniversary knife, but it's still pretty cool Bowie knife. These were made in Springfield, Massachusetts. It's always fun to say. At the Smith & Wesson factory. They were made in-house, USA. So let me grab a seat here. I'll pause this for a minute. So that's kind of the history leading up to this knife that was made in 1975. But like I said, the anniversary model, they made 20,000 of the anniversary Bowies. They made 8,000 of the set with the gun and the knife, then turned around and made 20,000 of the Bowies. And it still was such a success that they ramped right into the survival series. And that's what this is. This is one of the survival series knives. I have serial number, and I think 10,000 of these were made. 10,000 of these. Where did I come up with that number? Yeah, 20,000 of the anniversary knives. Then they made an extra 10,000 of the Survivor series. And I got 4021. This is a stabilized laminated wood. What they called, got a cat hair there, what they called Wesson wood. Brass bolster and cap. 440C steel. There's your Smith & Wesson mark right there. And I showed you the 1975 right there. So my phone just informed me that I got 20% left on my battery. So let's speed this up. So that kind of gets us to 1975. Next would have been over here. This is the 180 anniversary. And this is the 175 anniversary. This was made by Camillus under Western's brand name. Show you the etch on there. See, it's 1998, which was 175 years. 1823 to 1998. 175th anniversary. And the Department of Public Safety, Texas Ranger. Etch. Western USA. And of course, Camillus owned Western at that time. These are real bone grips, you guys. This ain't the Delrin. And there's your Texas Ranger badge. Now, this is a pretty long, beefy knife here. That handle is 5 1/4 inches, I believe. 5 1/4 inches. The blade, I think, is 4 1/2 inches long with a 375. 4 1/4 inches long with a 3 3/4 inch cutting edge. Oh, yeah, look at the nice bone grips on this. They did a really job with this. So this is a solid knife. The lockup, I only have one hand, but the lockup on these, there's no wobble at all. And I'll close them at the end. I'll have to pause to do that again. But there you go. That would be the 175 anniversary. So the spawn of the 150 anniversary, the 175 anniversary, and then the 180 year anniversary. This came all in this is walnut wood, etched glass. Look how much dust got on there already. 1823 to 2003. And this is a beauty, you guys. Even though both of those were made in the USA, these two. This one was made in Seiki, Japan. You'll see right here. And these, only 1,000 of them were made by Taylor Cutlery. I think you guys heard of them. They pretty much do a lot of this kind of anniversary marketing stuff. But usually they go to like Taiwan or China For this, they went to Seiki, Japan, which is, if you want to get a quality knife built, that's where you'll go. 1 of 1,000, and the serial number on this is 0143. If I can stop shaking. Hard to see the 1, but there's a 1 there, 0143. It's a custom walnut wood handle. Excuse me, full tang. 6 pins. Some beautiful wood on there. Just a beautiful grind on it. They did a really good job with this. It's just a beautiful knife. See if I can pan out a little bit. And it all goes in with the box. Your Smith & Wesson care and warranty. And here's the box for the single blade lockback trapper. 175th anniversary. 1823 to 1998. Department of Public Safety. Yeah, they were the Department of Public Safety. And then if you want to pause this and read it. This also came with the next knife I'm going to show you. It's actually the exact same piece of paper. Camilla's kind of chinched out on that. This is not an anniversary knife. Just a commemorative. See Texas Rangers on there. Again, made by Camillus under the Western brand. That same Camillus satin grind. Try to get it in there a little better. It's focusing in on the blades. There we go. This is a Stockman. Beautiful brass bolsters on there. They got a beautiful patina on them too. Kind of a golden hue. And let me pause it and I'll open it all up. And here's all your blade set. It's not really a spay blade on there. Yeah, I guess it is. But you know, it doesn't have that spay tip. It's usually comes accustomed with the Stockman. Nice, nice shape on the sheep's foot. And it's snappy. I can get to this one here. A little too much coffee again today, guys. All right, well, that's it. Like I said, I would have had no interest in the Texas Rangers if it wasn't for our boy Chuck Norris, because that was a pretty good program. I think that was a primetime program too. After going out raising hell, you come home and watch Walker Texas Ranger. This is a beautiful single blade lockback trapper. I'll show you the action on that in a minute. And nice and buttery smooth. Almost centered. Oh, can't open it. But it locks into place really strong, you guys. All right, so that's it. Rest in peace, Mr. Chuck Norris. Like I said, if you guys want to leave some one-liners in the comments, I'm always game for that. So until next time, my friends, take care. Peace. Bye-bye.
the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you, 'cause that's where the rangers